gonna be on Friday. Yeah. Well, welcome to another episode of King's Table. Is the first of the year, 2023. What's good with y'all boys, man?
Shit. New year. Trying to do better. More better things. Ain't really shit can't do good for everybody.
Yeah. I can't, sometimes working ain't what the fuck it is.
Yeah, look, just remember, every piece of work you do, regardless if it's at another motherfucker job, is a little bit of investment in your damn self. So instead of looking at it as some work, it's always invested in yourself. No matter what the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck if you selling cigarettes loosely. It's an investment in yourself.
That's a fact too. You know what I mean? We gotta make sure this year is better than last year. That's the whole goal.
Shit, it was one dude said something to me, so no matter what the fuck you say to yourself, he said, look, the way you talk to yourself, if you was talking to another person, you wouldn't have them as your motherfucking friend. You shouldn't talk to yourself like that either.
Yeah. What do they call them? Positive affirmations or some shit like that?
Yeah, you should be saying, no, I can't do this shit, or fuck, I'm fucked up. Well, the more you say that shit, the more you gonna feel it.
That's a motherfucker.
I was talking about that last night.
That's a motherfucker.
It's like a type of energy curse you put on yourself. You sit there and say, I can't do this, or this never gonna happen for me. Don't never say that.
Yeah, and I used to do that a lot. Like, I already know this about this bullshit. I know this, what I mean. Then it turned out to be bullshit. Because I put it in there in the air like that. But goddamn, hey, we got a packed show. I mean, we're gonna break down this video about these students kind of tormenting these motherfucking teacher. I mean, trying to get them, I guess, to quit. You know what I mean? You posed the question about how the timeline through history has affected us now. Now, I mean, the rapper Feezy, I hope I'm saying that. I think it's Feezy. LeBron, you know how the cops threatened to shoot him in his chest. You know what I mean? And then how drugs. I'm gonna just say drugs. We're gonna turn drugs. You know what I mean? And then happiness versus material things. You know what I mean? How people like to equate what they have with happiness, but that ain't the case. And we kind of touched on that on the ride up. You know what I mean? But we're gonna go ahead and start with this. Must have missed that. Yeah, you was out like a motherfucking light. But yeah, we go ahead and start with this video here. Now, hopefully, it is what it is. We got a little audio issue, you know what I mean, right now, but we're gonna get this shit right. You know what I mean? And let me somebody said to be low, we gonna get these all right. Yeah, but this video crazy, guys. It's like, he out there, you see her, she got a gap and shit. They got pictures of her gap all over the motherfucking spot. Now, I mean, got Trump saying you're fired or some shit. Put down Trump rules all on the wall. It's crazy. You'll see. You'll see. I'm ready.
Good morning, everybody. I do want to share with you everybody all year kept telling me your kids aren't racist, they're just rowdy, they're not racist, you shouldn't say things like that, whatever. And I told y'all how those kids were acting. This is so I'm sure it's in my room. The whole Trump thing. So they put on mine, Obama, you're fired. Problem with having gaps, but I don't.
They made a mask for the gap.
So they put this here, and then they put this here. Obama, you're fired. So I guess was not exaggerating when those kids wanted to keep reminding me that I was not exaggerating. When those kids, I told y'all, and everybody wants to tell me these kids aren't racist. They're just rowdy. They better be glad I'm at work. Put on the other math teacher's door, and then there's more. Right. She tore it down, but they built the wall in your room. They built a wall for her.
They built a wall.
Yeah. I'll be back a little bit later, but
Yeah.
oh, they're already going. And let me tell y'all something. I make zero apologies for showing up for them. Their graduations. I don't like those kids. They're mad.
I agree.
Let me talk to you in a second. I'm a little bit angry. Okay? They're very disrespectful. They've always been. I knew it. Everybody kept trying to tell me they're not racist. They're not sexist. What is this in my room?
Wow.
Ridiculous.
So I want to start with two things. First thing, fuck them kids. Make sure we go ahead and say that. Fuck them kids. Second thing I would like to say a little less serious. God damn, she did have a gap.
Hey,
I go.
I was gonna say something, but I was trying to be nice.
Man, fuck that. You know the episode
But
of
it did look
SpongeBob
like a-
where Patty was eating that chocolate bar? That's all I can think about.
This man, see, I thought about it when I wasn't gonna say it, but
Man,
he
fuck
said
that.
this shit. Damn.
Now, do you think they were trying to intimidate her and other teachers
Yes,
too?
Yeah, I think so.
they would not have went to that far to make sure they emphasized the Obama in her room and the
The
wall, in
wall
her
in
room
that other room.
because she
Yeah.
was black and she was Mexican. They made sure they went out of their way to emphasize that. So there's no way around and say, oh, they're just being rambunctious. And because the thing, if they would have just posted like a whole bunch of Trump's winning type shit all over the classroom, I'd have just took it as they were just Trump fans and their teachers probably voted for like Biden or some shit.
Yeah.
But no, they went out of their way to separately hit them in two different places
So
to show that they racist.
So
towards
my
them.
question is that is it the kids that's racist as fuck, or is it the teachings from the parents that's giving them this energy and now they're just projecting it onto the teachers?
Both.
Both.
Oh,
Both. Because it's both. The thing is, all behaviors are learned behaviors.
Yeah.
Regardless of who it's from. All behaviors are learned behaviors. When you are a kid growing up, you might learn something from your mom, dad, uncles, cousins, but it's the people you're around. And usually people you're around are family and friends of that sort of family.
And so when people say that racism is dying down in America, I tell them, shut the fuck up. Shut the. It's not.
The
It's
only thing
not.
that
It's
fucking
becoming,
dies
it's just
down.
becoming more normal.
It's
Yeah.
a background
That's the
noise.
best way
It's
to put it.
background noise. Yeah.
And also, they know how to hide it. They know how to say slick shit to try to gaslight the fuck out of black people. They do it all the fucking time. Everything they say, even when it comes down to the motherfucking like police shit, they be like, well, black people shoot each other too. Say, bitch, what the fuck they got to do with shit going on? Said if
Yeah.
a criminal shoot another motherfucker, that's what a criminal do. He going to jail. We not talking about that. We talking about a cop not going to jail at the fuck all
Yeah.
for shooting a motherfucker. That's it. It has nothing to do with us. Cause how the fuck we gonna riot about a gang member? We gonna go to the
Exactly.
motherfucking trap house and protest?
But the crazy thing is, what they don't show on the news, there is protests when it comes to black and
Oh, it is.
black
There's
on
a
black
lot of it, they
violence.
just don't
There's
show
a
it.
lot of protests. They just don't. It doesn't sell. It's not sexy for the news.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not gonna sell. But you know, the media is gonna spin. You know, when a white guy kills us, they know it's gonna rile everybody up, and black dollars is gonna come to the news and watch it. So they put that shit on media replay. But when we kill each other, oh, best believe the hood is making noise. We sick of that shit too. Know what I mean? Black people sick of that shit too. I mean, but shit like this, I found to be like, I wasn't sure to be like, yeah, they some racist ass kids, because at the end of the day, they kids. I'm like, they got some racist ass parents. It's how I see it. Know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I believe they still young, and you can curve their mind in either way.
Did you see the arts and craft? Them kids got more
Hey,
knowledge and
to
smarter
me,
than what
I
you
ain't gonna lie.
think.
It depends on what
Come
age.
on, man.
Did you see the
So shit, they in them
Yeah, just look at the
motherfuckers.
arts and craft, how they built the wall, the cinder block, and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
they took some
they
time
gotta
on
be
that.
some old kids. They
They
not
took some
no
time on that.
motherfucking
Yeah,
like
yeah,
middle
yeah.
school kids. That's what I'm saying. Once you in high school and shit, that's becoming part of your core.
Hmm.
That's like
I hope it don't break her.
make
No,
her
I
leave
got her
school.
strong. How she going and how she carrying shit, I got her
But
sticking around.
but you jumped into their world, and that's social media. Now, I mean, you jumped into their world and put that shit on social media. So best believe they're gonna try to do something back.
Oh yeah, you in that town.
They're gonna
yeah.
retaliate that back.
They
You know what I
gonna
mean?
try to motherfucker do everything they can. They probably gonna put her on lead. They can do her what's crazy, and I hope she sues the fuck out of them.
Yeah, and then for her to say that, hey, I've been telling them that it's been happening, so the principal, the superintendent, all the motherfuckers need to be getting called to the table because apparently y'all know. I mean,
But
she
this
never
is a
got to
trend
this.
in, those schools in those certain districts. That's a trend.
To
Like
fuck with
especially
that.
with like black teachers and shit like that, you'll hear like the black teachers, the black students complain. This be college, elementary school, and the principals do shit. The superintendents do shit. Motherfucking like school board doesn't do shit for the teachers, the students, nothing. They had a motherfucker like girl, like it was a boy like beating the shit out of a girl every single day she went to school. The teacher did nothing. And I'm talking about like physical marks, like the girl. I wish I had the video. The girl had bald spots. Like he was literally beating shit out of his
Where
little
was
girl.
this at?
This was in fucking like somewhere in the south. Like I
See,
think it was.
yeah, it gotta be somewhere you off the grid.
See, shit like that. See, that's when the teachers and the principals, they need to lose their damn job. Because y'all job is to protect them children. You know what I mean? If you can't do that, what the fuck you there for?
And I think if she got proof that she mentioned it to the principals and they had meetings and talked about it and nothing happened, I think she deserved that.
Yeah.
And
she
I think
did.
they deserve to get in trouble. Somebody should be fired. They shouldn't even be working there.
And the kids that was involved, they need some type of punishment.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
it.
Some
Yeah,
type
they
of
need
suspension,
some
some type of
form
something.
of punishment.
And definitely shouldn't be in her class no more.
Mhm.
Because just because you suspend it, don't mean they don't still feel that way about her. Know what I mean?
This one I didn't. How old is these kids anyway? That's what
Yeah,
I'm-
I gotta believe
That's
that
what
gotta
we-
be around middle school.
It looked like for them to be doing
Yeah.
arts and craft like that.
Yeah.
this is middle school.
They had to be
They made a
older.
mask of her gap.
Yeah.
They had to be a little older than that. I'm telling you.
You think so?
They
I
had
don't
to
know,
be
It could have been high school too.
because it had to because they got into her classroom. That's another thing. It's like, how the fuck they do that?
Mm-hmm.
I had time to set all that shit up before she get in the
They
class.
wrote down Trump's fucking policies on her board.
But I said they would
Bullets
literally
and stuff.
had to avoid
Somebody
security.
seen
That's what I'm
something.
saying.
Somebody
It had to be a
seen
teacher.
something.
Shit, fuck around, been a teacher.
And there's
They let 'em
cameras
in.
in schools now, so
Yeah, they
somebody
let 'em in.
seen something.
Yeah, it's no fucking way that they just don't know.
Yeah.
There's no way that nobody know, and if they don't
And if-
get to the bottom of it,
Yeah, if it's that type of town, it's probably a lot
And
of
maybe
other
the town
teachers
that
that.
teachers them really don't want her there, and they can't just make her leave, so they trying to make her feel uncomfortable so she can leave.
Yeah,
one of
because
those
somebody got to
secretly
work before them.
sundown town type shit.
Yeah, because somebody got to work before them to see that wall in front of that one teacher's door. They could have pulled that shit down, and they didn't. They chose not to. They wanted her to see it. So you're right.
And they probably got pictures in their phone, some of the teachers. They walked past and seen it and
So
didn't
look
do
at
nothing
this
about
shit
it. Like,
right
oh,
here.
look at this, they just did. Man, I don't, man, the world is so crooked.
Yeah,
Crooked as fuck.
it's fucked up. But so now, it's like, what is the? Because just to call out the person's parents kind of does nothing. I'm starting to think that if you're teaching evil to your child, there should be some punishment to you. You know what I mean?
I'm about to say shit. You can't even name your fucking kid Lucifer without your shit getting. They will take your kid for that. That is
Wait a minute,
considered.
time out. Wait a minute, time out.
True, because I know a
You
dude
can't-
in Calvin that named his son Jesus, and they made him change it. Said he
I
couldn't
mean, yeah,
use
just
that
say
name.
Jesus and
Shit,
call it a day.
it was
So you
one
couldn't
dude
use-
like you can't name your kid Hitler. You cannot give him them kind of names. They will
It's a
take,
fucking name.
They will take your
What
kid.
they call it, biblical names or some shit.
I don't
like
give a
that.
fuck.
No,
What
I'm
it's
talking
called.
about like Hitler. Like that's just one of them names. That, like it's considered an evil name.
I mean,
So
who
you
would be
name-
back when they
All right.
had child Hitler
So
named
basically,
him?
No,
it
wait a
was-
minute.
it was-
Time out. Okay, wait a minute. Time out.
Yeah.
You can't tell me who the fuck. I understand what a person that they did. If I like that name, I like that name. And okay, it's just like Kanye West got into trouble for saying that he liked Hitler, but he didn't say he liked what Hitler did. He says Hitler did some things that was good. Now, everybody jumped on him and said, "Oh, you can't say anything good about him." What's the difference of me saying George Washington? Y'all talk good about this motherfucker when
He
he
slaughtered
slaughtered more
motherfucker.
people than Hitler
Yeah.
did. Come on, like what are we talking about?
Bro, that's America though. That's America though. 'Cause think about it. You can motherfucking talk about anything like slavery and the slaughter of shit that happened in America, and they'll brush that shit on the rug like that shit was nothing. Like you still worried about that?
Right?
But let you say shit about
Yeah.
motherfuckers overseas, no matter how fucking
I think
wrong
it
that
was.
shit
I only
was.
think it was just overseas. Is one person killed black people, the other person was killing white people.
Yep.
Now I mean, it's just like whoa. He was going against the grain. Now I mean, he was slaughtering white people. That nigga fucked up. But George Washington, all these other motherfuckers that was killing y'all,
They were just killing property.
put it on the money, give him a statue, this and that, they good to go. So I can name my child George Washington, and he killed some motherfuckers, but not Hitler, which I wouldn't do. That's dumb. Who thinking to do that? But if they wanted to, so fucking what? That don't mean that child's gonna kill anybody.
I think it's more like bully type things going on. Kids have fucked up like kind of thing.
It is though.
That's what I'm saying.
People gonna fuck with that child for having that goddamn name.
Yeah, and like you realize, I mean, you probably be able to get away with Adolf, but you can't get away with that second part.
He said Adolf.
You might be able to get off with
Yeah,
Adolf,
yeah,
but you ain't getting off with the other part. That shit
Yeah.
just ain't
I mean,
happening.
but if you're talking freedom, man, hey, I can name my child what the fuck I want.
Bullshit. I don't know why
It's-
everybody bring that word up. We got a fucking freedom.
That's what I was going to
Yeah.
say. You took the words
Yeah.
right out of my mouth. I don't know why everybody
Well,
keeps saying
we
that. It's
have
no
to
fucking free.
Pay to live here. That eliminate free automatically.
Yeah.
Once we had to pay to live, shit, I gotta pay to work.
Yeah,
I gotta pay to fucking go to work.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And then I gotta pay extra taxes to pay for shit.
That's a fact.
So you gonna tax me for my money that I get, then you gonna tax me again
Well,
to buy the shit?
the taxing to buy something, I understand that one.
Mhm.
But the taxing for me to go to work, I don't understand that one.
All I'm
But
gonna
when
say
I
is,
buy something, somebody had to make it.
all I'm gonna say is choose one.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
choose one.
But that's more of a federal government's contract with the United States government. That they was like, hey, you tax your people for the money that we give you, blah, 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 blah. And we did it. Technically, there's no law on paper that said we had to pay this shit.
I mean,
but, you know,
True point is, the shit ain't free.
it ain't. Yeah,
Nothing.
It ain't free.
It
It
ain't.
ain't free. Ain't shit free here. Shit,
Nothing.
you can't make any decision without them. You can't just make a decision like you can see an empty ass plot of land, some fucking bumfuck nowhere that they probably don't even know about. Ain't listed no fucking way. Your ass can't go build no fucking house there just cause you want to.
Yeah.
They,
That's
say,
crazy.
they say, buddy, fuck is you doing?
Mhm.
Tear that shit. Left it? No, you gonna sell it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your ass building up, and you like, I already taking that.
That's true, too, though.
And shit, they can take your shit any day. Like that infinite domain, the government has that. If they really want it, you could buy a house today. I'm talking about you could work your ass off, good cash, but as long as they find a reason to take that motherfucker, they can.
They will.
A lot
It's
of
a
like
fact.
Central Park was an entire black city
Yeah.
by itself. That
They out
whole
there
park
throwing
in New
frisbees and
York,
shit.
They having a good ass time. That was their city, and they took all that and built a park.
Whoa. That, you know, the Arch, St. Louis Arch, that whole plot of land that is on, that was a city. Black land. That was us. They took that motherfucker.
It was a
Gone.
black owned beach. Like the entire beach was like for black.
What they call that shit?
took that shit.
The mall in D.C.? They call it the mall where everybody get their like inauguration speech or whatever. But that long ass pool type shit is that. Blacktown. Took that. Now it's just water and shit. Like that's how they disrespect the shit out of us. Now I mean a lot of the lakes that's in town was our shit.
Man, they even
It's
flooded. They
something-
flooded the
that's
fuck
great.
out them cities. That's what they did.
Blew it up, flooded it up. You know what I mean?
That's just like Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
And all
Yeah.
that shit.
Anytime that we've ever tried to progress and be together, they destroyed it.
So would you say it's freedom to a certain group?
No, it's freedom to the person who controls the shit. To the people. My bad.
Because I believe some of them freedoms that we say we do not have, other groups don't have it as well until they want to use it, and they could just use their skin. You be like, hey, let me bypass this, and it works. We can't do that. We're not allowed. You know what I'm saying? We're
But
not
the
allowed
people
to
that
do
can
that.
do that, they still not free though.
If put like this, like this teacher that we
They
just
just got
watched.
certain things they can do more than what other races can do, but they
Hey.
still not free.
I mean, no one's gonna be free
Because
in,
they're
under
not them.
any government because the government's gonna control the people.
No,
I
but
mean, you
we
can't.
best say we just need to stop calling it the bullshit. We need to stop saying free.
Land of the free.
But if it
And
was
it-
a white teacher in that video and black people was fucking with her, she
Oh,
would
she'd
have
been-
the
man,
complexion
them kids would
to
been-
go.
And you know what? And them kids would have been called the worst.
Yeah.
All on social media and everything.
They suspended from
Called
the
them
county.
worst.
You ain't going to school out here.
So why can't we
Oh.
say nothing but them bastards? You know what I mean?
Fuck
Just
them
being
kids.
honest.
He
Just like you
said,
said, go back to what he said,
fuck
fuck them kids. Because if it was, for real though, because if it was, just like you said, it was black kids, I feel like they would have been bashed. They would have been the worst kids in the world. Oh, they did this to her now. She can't sleep at night and she did. It
Yeah.
made it seem like the worst shit in
Yeah.
the goddamn world.
You know
Like,
some shit
Which is
that pissed
probably
me off.
traumatizing to them
Anytime
teachers.
it has something to do with black kids, you know, something that pissed me off about white people in the comments. You always say we ain't got no dad. That's how the fuck you know he ain't got no dad from that video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, you see a kid acting
Because
bad.
it's the running joke. You know
That's what I'm
I mean?
saying, but I'm
It's the
just
running
like,
joke.
fuck that.
Yeah, it's a running joke that black people ain't got no dad. When all that black people ain't got no dad shit came from them snatching the father away from the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Literally snatching the father away and selling them the fuck away. And then after they start snatching them that way, they start snatching away, put them into jails once they free people. They still need people to do these crops and the railroads and shit. So
And that's why the
let me get
bill
them in that
that
way.
freed slavery got that clause in the bitch that says all slavery is illegal except.
Yeah. Except if you're deemed a criminal.
Yep.
If
Once
you're
you
deemed a
become
criminal,
That mean you a damn slave.
yeah, because that's why they take your name away
Yup.
and give you a number.
Yup.
You know what I mean? Like, whoa, you're not James at this point. You're a goddamn 356 motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Eat this slop. Do this shit and call it a day.
Safely.
Yeah.
It
it is what it is. But
they strategically did that shit so fucking perfectly, and I can't wait till we get on the other topic because I can really break down how the fuck they literally every stereotype that they have for black people came to be. Even before the shit was true, they were saying all this. That's why I laugh when I see the shit now. People be like, "Oh, black people are lazy." I say, "Y'all was saying shit when we slaves."
yeah.
They said
They only call you lazy when
But
you
do
don't
you
want
think
to
we
work
kind
for
of
free.
labeled ourselves, got kind of grew on in them calling us that shit and started labeling ourselves and accepting some of that shit? Because I see some
They
of that
call
shit
you
too.
lazy when you don't want to work for free. When we demand equal pay,
that's part
when
of
we add
that's part
whatever,
of the
now
gaslighting
we're
function.
lazy.
Because this thing, if they can convince you that you not crazy, that you're crazy, like they like saying with Dave Chappelle, Kanye was, if they can convince you that you're crazy and you're going against the grain and you're wrong, you'll continue to stay in line. And if they convince everybody else, it's even more so because now they can just say, even if you don't stay in line, society don't fuck with you.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, as long as they can make you the bad guy and deflect all negativity off their side, they will always succeed.
And that's in life, period. You always got to cover your own ass because people definitely going to cover theirs.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to make themselves look good. Even when you're talking like relationship shit, most of the time when you hear the story, when somebody going through something, they make themselves be
The good guy.
the good person in the story. Like, yeah, this girl tripping, man, she da-da-da. Nigga, what the fuck did you do?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It is just life. People are going to make themselves look better, but for some reason, white people have got real good with making us look like shit. Now the rest of the world and all the other ethnic groups that come here look at us like shit. It's just like a known thing that black people ain't shit. You know what I mean? When all of them are getting our dollars. Every other ethnic group come in here and put their businesses in our neighborhood. Know what I mean? Bring it right into our shit and say, nah, we gon' everything that they want for themselves, do not let them get the businesses to, you know what I mean? But give it to everybody else.
That's
what's
why
crazy?
our negativity is the only thing that's portrayed. Think about it
Yeah.
in movies and anything like that, because it's thing those black dollars that they're giving out. People love to watch those movies, but that's leaving an impression because if you've never seen a black person a day in your life, a day in your life, and the only movie you have to fucking
Menace to
compare
Society
to
and
Menace to
shit.
Society, the juice, shit
Yeah.
like that, that's all you have. So you say, damn, they really like that. And then your whole life you heard black people criminals, black people do this, black people that reinforces
Yeah, real
that mindset, and that's all they do. They reinforce the mindset that black people are evil every single day. And everybody like to play like they don't, but that shit happens all the time, and we just like it became such a normal thing that most people don't pay it no mind. And that's why when I hear people say that racism ended and it's not, it's bullshit because people aren't just throwing that shit away. It's only been 59 fucking years since Jim Crow. Is it? 59 years. You ain't gonna tell me, like, I've been saying nigga a long damn time, and if you told me tomorrow that I couldn't say the shit no more, I'd be in jail like a motherfucker.
Yeah, because it's hard to break the chains of
So
something.
you can't tell me, like, people like fucking shit, Trump, Biden, them old motherfuckers that, look.
But they went to school, wasn't no black people in there.
Look, it's 59, they still in their 70s. 59 years ago, Martin Luther King was marching. They in their 70s. That means they had 20 years nigga free.
Yeah.
20 years of saying, nigga, colored, get the fuck off my property, all that shit for free.
Yeah.
Now, you telling me that they for the people?
Nah. That's what I say, when you see older white men and they say they're not racist, shut the fuck up. We know who the fuck you are. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with
I'm
my
about to say,
intelligence.
because you can't, that, you can literally see the animosity. Older people just don't fuck with each other like that.
Yeah.
You can see that shit like in the older black community. Bring a white girl home to your great grandma.
Yeah. But the thing is,
It's a reason.
It's a reason.
They don't have one.
Yeah, it's a reason. That's why I say when they say black people are racist, I'm like, I don't think that's possible. You don't like me for what? I know why the fuck we dislike you. We know what you do to us. Just name what the fuck have we done to you.
The crazy thing is, most times we don't even really be disliking them. We just be disliking the bullshit.
Yeah.
We don't, like, black people don't hold a lot of hate like people think we do.
They should know that we don't. It's the fear that one day we will. That's why they keep us down. Because they're like, man, if they turned around and really hated us for the shit that we did to them, it would slaughter everybody.
Real shit.
I mean, that's that
Real
fear.
shit. That's
You know
what
what I
I
mean?
did. That's exactly what it is.
That's why I'm liking seeing these videos. I'm starting to see it more because at first it was pissing me off. It was starting to look like some fucking Jim Crow era shit. You know, like the Karen videos? It started to look like some Jim Crow era shit. It was pissing me off a little bit. I was starting to see them get knocked the fuck out now. That's what I was waiting on. That shit was pissing me off. It's just like, so y'all just not gonna use your fucking freedom?
They called a dude a nigga.
Yeah.
You see the lady, she was yelling at the lady. She was like trying to, I forgot what she was yelling at the trash can. She would have put her hands on. She sleeped her ass. I'm talking
Yeah.
about
But best believe that all that stuff is still going on. It's, like I said, whoever controls the media controls
What you see.
the narrative of what you see. You know what I mean? It's just trendy now to see it like that. I mean, tomorrow is going to be trendy to see some other shit.
Well,
And
shit, to my viewers, if you come in contact with the Karen and she gets in your personal space bubble, knock them the fuck out. Straight up.
Say use both.
Wait a minute, cuz we can't be able to say it, Dr. Motherfuckers.
Hey, it is what it is.
If that's assault. That is assault. If you get into my personal space, that is fucking assault.
I mean, it is, but then you assault. So now both of y'all getting, yeah.
No, that's a
Nah, I agree with him 100%.
It's self-defense at that point.
Because this thing, people just gotta learn. Hit them with that one. Make sure you put your all. I'm talking about, nigga, I need y'all to channel your ancestors, Africa. I need y'all. Look, I need Kush to flow through y'all motherfucking veins and lean they ass. That way, it's not a fight. It's not a
It's
fight.
about to get
They
crazy.
sleep.
This is like, I don't get why we don't get it. It's about to get warm outside. The trendiness is gonna come back around. Black people trend in spring and summer. It is what it is. Not black people in our greatness, our death trends in you know what I mean, in warm climate.
You talking about police shootings about to ramp the fuck
police
up?
is about to ramp the fuck up. Soon as spring hit, pop, 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 go
Shit, I know.
viral all summer long, media loop. We're mad,
I
and
know.
we're outside. It's warmer. We're
It's
outside
gonna pick
protesting
up
and all this
more
other bullshit.
closer we get to fucking voting.
It is.
The closer we get
It's
to
a
that
trend.
motherfucking vote,
We see it every time.
every time they
It's the
vote,
same.
We still out there. Man, stop. They don't give a fuck about that. They don't give a fuck that you out there with a sign, man. They give a fuck when you like that. Me personally, I like when people destroy their shit.
I do too.
I do because the only response to change is money.
Just don't destroy the fucking little ass businesses.
Yeah,
they can't.
They didn't do nothing about it.
Mhm.
Like they be like, oh, why would you tear down the Walmart that's in it? Hey, Walmart ain't doing shit for you.
At all.
Target ain't bringing not a damn dime to a pothole school, recreational park, none of this shit out here. They're not. But they are losing a lot of money today. They respond to their money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't respond to that bullshit. That's why they allow you to do it. They don't care.
Shit.
We've been hollering about I want to be free since slavery. They haven't changed it yet. What makes you think they care today? They don't. They don't give a flying
The
fuck.
thing is,
We
black
are
people
their
got
money.
more power than they thought. All they got to do is not shop.
Shit. Oh my god.
If all black people, like, let's just say Christmas come around, they expecting it. They didn't flood they fucking stores with inventory, stock, everything. If not a single black person went shopping.
Oh man.
They just went to the thrift
Oh
store.
man. You talk about the news they be out there.
The
sounding
black
so
people, because
somber.
that was literally a protest that black people did. They just didn't give a fuck about Christmas one year.
They will be. I'm talking about. They're gonna be on a jank. America wants to apologize for their original sin. What?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
You talk about
Say
everything in the black.
Thanksgiving, Halloween, although if black people literally stop contributing.
100% though, because we contribute in our labor, we contribute in our money that we spend the most money and we're the poorest people. That's the weirdest shit. As soon as we get it, we spend it out. We gotta have it. But when you so broke, when you so used to not having, we'll talk about that later. The materials become your status. I mean, but first we're gonna take this break, and we're gonna get. Yeah. We're gonna get into Wilt Sorrell and Joel Santana. He just got a new jump with Joel's doing big things. Now I mean, first drink, y'all need to check that shit out. For sure. And then when we come back, we're gonna get into your timeline about how shit from back then is affecting us now. But he's gonna break it down a little bit more. You know what I mean? And we got a nice ass show coming for you. Show.
Y'all niggas know.
That's why I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I ain't mean to do that. Oh shit. Oh no, you good. It's me. You just
You. Back at King's Table again.
Definitely.
So let's go ahead and jump on into this timeline of atrocities that were committed. Because as we know, that shit was atrocious. Motherfuckers like to downplay that shit like they'll cry for the motherfucking Holocaust, but treat our shit like that shit was just motherfucking.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
What y'all crying for? But
Yeah.
look how they cried when motherfucking Kanye West said what the fuck he said about Malcolm.
Right. Yeah.
You said he wanted to be all pissy and mad and be like, well, would he do good? But y'all quick to say, like you brought up earlier, y'all quick to say that George Washington robbed the shit. They mad about Robert E. Lee statue getting taken down. That motherfucker was a slave owner. Fuck for
Yeah,
the
that's
slaves.
crazy.
George Washington was as
George
well.
Washington too.
Had over 150 of them.
How many statues? They took down a couple of statues like that.
Yeah, I know they grabbed the one in Portsmouth. But so what was you saying about how this timeline?
So let's break it down into like sections. So we have the when the colonies first got here, 1607, 1776, when shit was, first starting down here, when slavery was at its dominance, that's when they had black people bound, they was raping us, killing us, experimenting on us, and that's the shit that they don't like to talk about. They like to just say it was slavery, or it was work, but nah, it was foul. Like, gynecology came from the fact that a fucking doctor was experimenting on black women. That's how he became a gynecologist. He was cutting her up and he didn't give her no anesthesia, nothing. He just said, shit, she don't feel it because she's black.
Yeah, and they still feel that. That
And,
don't feel us today.
yeah. And then they was raping the husbands to demasculate them in front of the kids and the other fucking slaves, like just one at a time in a line. Fucking throwing babies to gators. Separating entire families, raping their wives, having kids by them, killing them. Bullshit shit. White women going to sleep with black dudes, getting them slaughtered, lying.
Yeah.
Then, shit, if you want to jump back into, slavery ended. Let's go jump forward in time.
Okay.
Slavery done. We get to the time black people are free, but not all black people even knew they was fucking free when slavery did it. Because a lot of plantation owners like, shit, y'all keep working, you good.
Right.
Then a lot of plantation owners did a lot of tricky shit, like, yeah, y'all can still work here, not get paid and everything, because y'all don't got no skills to get hired. So, we'll still continue the shit like we've been doing. Like, ain't nothing changed. Like, they would really talk to them like they was dumbasses. And then black people start, building up a little bit more, getting a little bit more educated when it came to, like, shit and, like, playing a part. That's when black people start coming together and building more community. And that's when you have, like, the formations of, like, the police force start to get prominent. Because now they have all these black people and they're like, shit, well, because back then you was able to handle your problems yourself.
Right.
If you motherfucker fuck with you and you needed to handle it, you can blam that motherfucker in the street and motherfucker off. Like, that was it. Can't do that shit now because you say, behind this black motherfucker shooting a white man would have probably fucking happened.
Right.
Immediately.
It would.
So they exit out all that shit, created all these laws to keep black people from obtaining any fucking thing. And we still prospering at this time. So, that's when Jim Crow laws came into full effect. And we had fucking, fucking the Tulsa fucking massacre. Fucking Black Wall Street. All these events happening, they slaughtering black people, fucking, they separated us from fucking, like, their way of life while they was eating good and living good. They separated us. And then, once we started marching and protesting, they started seeing, like, damn, they fucking up our money now. Because we already not enslaving them. And now they ain't fucking buying shit, they ain't contributing, so now we gotta reel them in. That's the only reason the Civil Rights Act even came to be.
Gee, what?
So, let's go modern history. Reason why I ain't really dive too deep in back then, because a lot of white folks like to say it was far away, why you jumping so far back. Let's go to modern history. This is when everybody who listens to this motherfucking podcast got grandmas, granddaddies, moms, dads, somebody was living during this time. Shit, they probably was. Because it's not that long ago.
Not that long ago.
About to say shit.
Like I said, my pop's birth certificate say Negro.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an old one. They don't even
I ain't gonna lie, I would
I
have
have a girl that's in River Bay, down where I'm from, whatever area. She got her birth certificate. She older too, but she was telling me hers say that too, and I'm like,
Everybody telling me that the sound is off. They can't hear any damn thing. Yeah. But let's go.
you see, you had to update mine to color something.
they got to give me a double.
Something, I couldn't imagine just going to look at my birth certificate and just saying it right there. Negro. Right there, just fuck it.
Did he, like, when you were saying something about how we migrated and we still was being prosperous, you got to think about the fact that we was learning how to be prosperous in foreign land because they kept you on a plantation.
Yeah.
So you knew nothing about what was outside of this land. Everything that was out there was foreign as fuck. It wasn't like you were just going to travel. And like, yeah, when I'm goddamn get free, I'm going to go. You don't even know that exists. All you know is this right here. And if you go over this line, they will kill you.
And the reason we was most prosperous is because we was the ones working the fields.
Yes.
All those fucking inventions that they got, the fucking cotton gin, all the other shit, white people gonna work in fields. So what the fuck they need to make an invention to make work less hard?
Mhm.
Why the fuck would they need something to make their work less hard if they not fucking working?
Mm.
That
Right.
was us that made that shit. So that when we got free, we was able to take that same knowledge and put it towards businesses,
Mhm.
tailoring, shit. We was doing everything. We was doing their hair. We was cleaning for them. We was cooking for them.
Mhm.
Everything we had those profitable skills.
And their shit was falling.
Falling.
Their businesses was falling because we was the business. We was doing that shit for them for free. Now we over here, we're doing it for ourselves, for our money. Who's doing it for you? You don't even know how to do it. You had us to do it. Know what I
That's
mean?
why they hit us with all the massacres, the riots, the fucking Jim Crow laws. They had to fucking do that. They had to do that in order to, like, as soon as Jim Crow ended, that's when the big plays came into play. That's when they flooded the neighborhoods with crack. That's when they fucking industrialized everything. Like, there was no factories got taken out of neighborhoods. Fucking kids couldn't go to school to be fucking electricians, plumbers, any of that shit no more. Because that was a thing.
And that wasn't even that long ago. When I went to school, we had mechanic shops in schools. We had, and well, not my entire time. When I was a little younger and stuff like that, we had to learn how to cook. You had to learn about home ec and shit like that. You had to do the mechanic shop shit, wood shop. That shit gone now. They say trade for what?
Because they had to take away the profitability because we got all these people that's out here able to get these profitable skills.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck they don't have that control no more. So they took all that shit away. And that's what that whole era was. They literally broke down the black community to the point where no matter what the fuck, you had to grind and you either had to be their entertainment or they bitch in order to fucking prosper. That's it. You was either their entertainment or they bitch. Like you was either gonna entertain or you was gonna work 153 hours every goddamn week.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, it's still how it is right about now. The biggest black people that we know is entertainers. For some reason, we look at them like
They made it. They
yeah,
didn't.
they're entertainers, man. It's always been that way for white people.
I was about to say shit. You had fucking black singers that was considered rich by the black standard
Yeah,
back in the fucking slavery days who would sing for the white man. And that's the thing. They like to use those instances to try to gaslight you. They want to use that like, oh, there's rich black people now.
yeah,
I said, what the fuck they own?
yeah.
I said, what do they own? They let me know. Let me know what black people.
Yeah,
What decision can they make for themselves and their whole career?
yeah. They just sell sweat. You know what I mean? That's it. Like what's his name? Dr. Claude Anderson said. They sell sweat. They dribble
Sweaty
balls.
time.
Yeah, dribble balls. Jump up on stage, selling their damn sweat. That's it. They don't own anything.
They literally, we basically let them do slave draft with the fucking football, basketball, and all that shit. We just let them do that shit.
That's why I say racist. A lot of racist shit now is becoming normal to the point where you don't. It's blind.
It's blind.
It's because it's so normal. It's becoming blind.
And they get mad when we point it out because to the ones that aren't looking at the world through that lens, because this is their normal. So when you bring up those things, what you talking about? This is normal fucking shit. Does it? No, this shit should not fucking normal. This is fucked up. That said, this shit was made like I said, when the timeline, when everything slid with it. Nothing just dropped the fuck off.
Right.
You can't give a person a piece of paper. There's nothing right now. If I handed you a piece of paper that said, "Hey, your dog ain't your fucking dog no more. That is a motherfucker, and you gotta treat them with respect."
Right.
How much respect you gonna give a fuck about that dog? Today,
Yeah.
you start calling him by the name his mama gave him.
Yeah, no.
No, you go. His name is Fifi. The fuck I got him for? He my dog.
Yeah.
So that's the same how fucking white people took it with slavery. They was like free,
Free.
equal.
Yeah.
Why the fuck?
And a lot of them feel like they're not doing any wrong when they feel that. They think that's their God-given right to treat you like shit. Say, you are my property, nigga. What the fuck does you mean and we're treating you wrong? I'm supposed to do this to you.
Yeah,
That's how they feel.
That's why when they complain about the country, they patriotic and they're trying to make the country better. When we complain about the country, we should leave.
Right.
Yeah, go back to your country. That's what we get to.
Tell them to go where they going back
Yeah,
to.
that's what I be sitting there thinking. Like, you're not even from here,
That's a fact.
so you a foreigner too.
That's a fact.
You know where you even from. I don't even think.
That's the funny part, because Mexicans got more right to be in this motherfucker than they do at all. They be like, build a wall. Say, motherfucker, that's them. All
Yeah.
that.
Shit, Mexicans should be running Texas.
Yeah,
They
I
shouldn't
mean,
be. They should be
at
allowed
one
to go
point,
there before anybody.
At one point, it was
Texas.
part
That's
of
what
it.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
California,
They
New
shouldn't be
Mexico, all that shit.
Yeah, just listen to the name. All of them got that Nia on it. Know what I mean, it's Los Angeles and all that.
El
They're,
Paso, that's all Spanish.
they're Spanish names. Know what I'm saying?
That's why if you go there, that's all the fuck you gonna see.
And then you see how the border is now. How they got the military on the borderline.
Yeah, I mean, I done drove through there, so you check your ass every
Ain't gonna
15
lie.
minutes.
Oh, so you went through there before?
Yeah,
I be trying to stay on the straight and narrow, and not give into that kind of mentality. But they paying kind of good.
what?
The
Was
border patrol. They paying kind of goddamn good though.
you think about going down there? I mean, but the thing is, I look at it just like the police. I mean, I don't like to interact with the police, but I do believe we need more black people to join the police force.
Because
That way
that's
we
the only
can
way to do
have
better.
right. We have to get in there to get them what they call bad apples
And we need to get in there and bulk.
out of there. Yeah,
We don't need to be in there spotting because we're the minority in there still. We need to get in there and bulk. Like it need to be a lot of black officers. That way, for one, y'all can curb the fucking street standards. Because if you're patrolling that area, you're able to shit. You see a kid doing something bad, like let's just say they doing some little simple shit. Instead of you running up with your guns all out ready to shoot the motherfucker, you can actually stop talking to them. Hey, what the fuck you doing? We need that. You need cops that just not gonna automatically say, hey, I need to arrest or shoot this kid.
Right.
We need cops that be like, what the fuck is you? Let me take you home to your mom. We can talk to your mom.
Right.
Who know the kid's mom. Because that's how it used to be.
Right.
It used to be the point where the cops literally, you knew the cops. You knew all the cops that was in that area. They knew all the kids.
And I think every cop should get a background check, a head scan, all that type of shit. If you was in the military, then you should have something where they should check, because you had so many officers that went through the military and they end up zapping the fuck out, body harm to people, or taking their mental, their PTSD and all this anger shit out on people that they meet regular civilians and shit like that. So I think they should do a background check on that, head scan, all that type of shit, especially if you coming out of the military and you seen shit.
You can hide it.
You feel what I'm
very well,
saying?
though. And
Yeah, but I know people that go through trauma, they can hide it real good too, but it ain't too much you can. They still need to test it, especially if you're gonna be going out in public, you're dealing with different people with different energy and different attitudes and shit.
I would,
You got
even
trauma,
though I do
you
think
got
there's
trauma.
people that was in the military that had trauma that, maybe zap out on the job as a cop. I believe there's more people that never been in the military that's just blatantly racist, that grew up not around black people and got all the teachings to hate black people, and then they get thrown on the job and get thrown into the neighborhood
With the
nothing
worst.
but black people.
Yeah, you're right. You're
And
right.
with the worst, like, they get placed in place with the worst.
And I think that's where they put most of the them
Racist
type of
motherfuckers
ones
at.
at, is
Yeah.
in them type of community.
But that's good, like you said, like the timeline, because where did they throw the motherfuckers that just like to kill black people? They made them overseers. Come here and patrol these motherfuckers, and you can talk shit to them all you want. Beat them.
Every function that we have right now goes back to that time.
It does.
The way society, the thing is, America was built on that.
Yeah.
That's the foundation. Had this conversation before. The foundation of something is there. Whatever the fuck you stack on top of it is just the house. But if that foundation fuck up,
Yeah.
the whole house
It
is
need to
fucked.
be torn the fuck down. Need to be torn the fuck down.
It need to be remade.
But the sad thing is, black people don't have them voices no more. Because, ain't a lot. A lot of white people gonna say, oh, just forget about it. A lot of black people, man, ain't worried about that shit. It's coming to a
why we
point where
talk
they
about
ain't
it.
worried about that shit no more. I'm like, God damn.
I literally had somebody tell me why we still talking about it. I said, because it still exists.
And the sad thing is our youth that's doing it, when they need to be the ones with the loudest voice. They have to be the one with the loudest voice, because we gonna die. The youth have to be the ones with the loudest voices. As time go on, we die the fuck off, quick fast.
We gotta stop letting them put the motherfucking the fools on the front line. And stop
mean?
paying that shit in fucking mind. Like, you know how like they do where like they'll put us on air talking about the shit, but they never put the black people that's really, really talking about the shit.
You on that?
They always put the motherfuckers that
take the money.
Yeah, take the money and talk about the stupid shit. The
Yeah.
stupid shit that black people really, really don't give a fuck about. 'Cause let's be real. Black people really don't give a fuck about words. We knock a motherfucker out and move the fuck on. That's it. We give a fuck about our financial situation, our living situation, Because you ain't about to hurt and kill me because you don't like motherfucking skin.
Equal opportunity.
That's all we care about.
Equal
all
opportunity.
the rest of that shit, I guarantee that if all that shit was straightened out in America, we wouldn't give a fuck more.
Yeah.
We wouldn't, because we've never asked for more than that shit. We knew for we was supposed to get reparations, but we still ain't. Give us the motherfucking fair treatment, goddamn. That's all we asked for.
You see that California was talking about the reparation. It was $325,000.
So they're thinking about doing it.
Yeah, but then you have a lot of black people that saying it's not enough. It's all. I'm gonna say they're saying it's not enough because you don't really have a number to put on the trauma that was inflicted on us. I mean, because what is that true number? And on top of it, I think they doing it because the American dollar value is shit. I think they about to flood the economy like a mother. They about to give us this money, knowing that niggas gonna need, and go out there and buy everything, and raise the value up. Now, I mean, I think the American dollar is some shit right now.
Yeah, you can literally say, like, you go to the store, you motherfucking get 5 items and spend damn near $50 now.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is like no joke. I talking shit about motherfucking, like, damn, all this motherfucking shit costing me 30.
Yeah.
I'm mad at a bitch.
That's crazy. They ain't even got the 25-cent kicks no more.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Laugh at your ass.
That's the shit. The fucking
25 cents.
Them
nutty.
real pies like that, but $1 and some change.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
They got small as fuck.
25. They,
Yeah.
then they about that thin, them little thin joints. The cream don't even taste the same on it.
Hell no.
That shit all fucked up now.
Then they got nerd to have ice cream. Fuck one Little Debbie ice cream, cheap ass snack.
They got a Debbie ice cream.
Yeah, that
They
shit.
never see
With the
that.
same bread on it.
Crazy thing is, when you think about Debbie, KFC, all these motherfuckers, it's us. Got a white face, but it's us. I mean, that came from
Definitely.
black people.
You say, nah, I'm say Popeyes.
All these motherfuckers, guys. Who? Okay, who was cooking this food, man? Think about when you say this stuff was existing. Why they need to cook when they got a nigga in the kitchen?
Real shit.
Them spices, they ain't know what the fuck they were.
And them white folks back in the day, they ate good as a motherfucker. They knew what black
Look
people
at this.
taste
Just
like.
look at some of your barbecue sauces and all that shit.
Yeah.
And look at the date and say in business since. I'm like, man, what?
Since
Like, so I wouldn't have been able to
1606,
purchase this
some
back
crazy
then.
shit like
Yeah.
that. Some crazy ass.
Some weird ass shit.
Bruh, I just want to know what the fuck A1 steak sauce is doing. Like, motherfuckers had a whole ass war going. Like, if you look at the date on A1 steak until somebody come and said something. You just
Right.
gonna take care of that man?
Mm.
Why you fuck you worried? They relationship working. Why the fuck you
But that's when
worried?
shit start to fail. Is when that lonely ass friend come along.
Bitter bitch.
Oh yeah, no, I done seen be some bitter ass dudes too. Yeah,
Niggas too bitter.
and they come along and they put their little 2 cents in where you should ask them, they should try to do this, and if they don't do it, you should try to Man, hey, I'm telling you, my old lady would have did this. You know, you right, but man, stop. Y'all had a good thing going. Don't worry about.
They like girls, they like flowers, they like we like pussy.
Yeah, that's a fact though. Because what do you buy a dude that he's loving?
It's cool. I got you, bro.
What do you just ended up?
I
Show.
got going. I got.
You said wrap up the show? Oh, no, okay, so. Yeah, we up 6, yeah. So, well, we was live, but we're not up there. We're up on the screen, but we're not up there. But, yeah, like you said, the what is the thing that we could buy, that a woman can buy a dude that we're just gonna, oh, baby, I love this. Nothing. I don't think so.
I mean, it's a few things, but I'm not gonna lie.
Like what?
This is what I'm gonna say.
They're
Most
right for me.
most of the time, they don't. That be the motherfucking problem.
They won't.
They don't,
I think women buy things that they think their man wants,
and not actually.
and not
listen
what
to,
their man wants.
Yeah,
And
because
then once you give it to their man get it and don't tick.
Don't-
He ain't too happy about it. Then they think, well,
It
I
ain't,
did this for you.
it
Like,
ain't that
look,
too happy is the
bitch, I ain't
when they soon as they picked it up in their hand, a movie scene played in their head, and it was like, oh, he's gonna be like this and oh da da da. And then when they give it to you, and you like appreciate it.
most
you know what I
dudes
mean?
are more appreciative than females. 'Cause
Dudes don't show excitement
dude,
like that.
A dude will not throw a little bit of gift back at him. if they
Yeah,
don't want
nah,
the
yeah,
motherfucker.
exactly.
We gonna
But
take it.
let you
Mhm.
fuck up that gift.
Mm-hmm.
She don't want it.
She don't want it.
Yep.
She don't want it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep that motherfucker forever.
Mm-hmm.
Can't fit it.
Them same
Shit
damn
don't work.
socks. Them same damn ankle socks you gave you on Christmas.
Fucking ugly ass hat. You know, put that bitch on.
Yeah.
Goddamn. She want to match sweaters and shit the whole time. Thinking this motherfucker itch. This bitch ugly. I don't know what the fuck she didn't put this bitch on for. It ain't part of my swag. But
Yeah,
you
man.
do it for your lady.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I said. Sometimes, ladies, y'all just gotta do that shit for your dude. It's just your partner. Do it for your partner. Because sometimes,
They listen to females.
yeah.
They listen to females about dudes that don't make sense to them.
'Cause
How are
can't-
you listening to a lady telling you how to treat a dude when she ain't a dude? When your dude talks to you, he's telling you.
And how the fuck you listen to advice from a motherfucker that's never been in a successful relationship?
Ooh, I hate that.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Ooh, I hate that.
Oh, I hate it. Yeah.
That's why I
hate
don't
it.
understand how all these women went and flocked to Steve Harvey. Like, God damn it, how many times he motherfucker been married? He's not good at it.
No.
God, how many times have you been married? Though?
A couple.
Damn, I
Couple,
ain't
I'm
know
like,
that
he's not
shit.
good at it.
He's
What-
like
what-
another J Lo. Damn.
Well, I say, like, what is your, who are your fucking role models? Like, y'all need to fucking, like, they talk shit about their grandma, but grandma got the motherfucking benefits
You know who's a good
package,
role model as far
motherfucker,
as
everything.
male and female and male, if they listen to him. God rest his soul. What's his name? He passed away.
I know you're talking about.
Name,
I know you're talking about
I
my
used
to
boy,
love watching
my
Kevin
boy,
Samuel.
Kevin Samuel.
That's
The
my
problem
man right
is
there, y'all.
with Kevin Samuel, because y'all do know it's a women version of Kevin Samuel. She's been doing it for years. Shahrazad Ali. Back in the day, women hated her.
She
wrote
the
books
beautiful lady with the big ass teeth.
with a big ass hat. She wore hats like this.
I
big
think I
ass
know you're
hats.
talking about.
I
yeah.
mean, she wrote books and stuff on women treat their dudes better, this and that. She talked just like him, just from a woman's mouth. I mean, saying exactly the same things, but it just come from the women hated her back in the day. She was on like tour on like doing different shows and shit, and women couldn't stand it. She's still doing her stuff right now. Now I mean, but the problem is, he makes and she makes women trying to be accountable. That shit is hard for a woman to do.
They don't like to because they've never had to be accountable and they weren't taught that. We've always had to be accountable.
Yeah.
Everything. we do.
No matter what you do, there's a punishment for us. I mean, from parent, teacher, court, does not matter. We have a punishment for ours. There's the pretty much been slapping the oh, you can't take care of your kids. Oh, we got you. Here's some food stamps. Here's that. We got you.
Your ass
Know what
going to jail.
We going to jail. This stuff. I mean, so for them, they can. No, I didn't do. Yeah, I done. And you this. They're been allowed to push it on a man because the world's gonna accept the fact that a man did you wrong. You know what I mean?
Accept it, because it's just like right now, if you and your girl was arguing in a restaurant right now, she was bucking off your ass the whole time. People might look and they might laugh. They ain't gonna say shit. The moment you stand up and do the exact same thing, but it don't matter if she was close to your face, pointing at your shit. The moment you get up and buck your heart, especially when that man voice hit, you'll see the whole restaurant mood change.
Oh my God, call the cops.
So, what?
Dude, what are you doing? You gonna have four
What?
dudes ready to jump you or
What?
ready to fight you. You know what I mean? That's a lady.
That's
like, come
a lady.
on, man.
Said, nah, bullshit.
cussed
And
me the
shit
fuck
like
out.
that is
Yeah.
what cancels out accountability because now
Right.
they know they can
Yeah.
get away with it.
Yeah.
And then you have these same women getting pregnant and it sometimes end up single moms. Now they raising daughters.
Teaching them
Yeah.
that shit.
The same shit. They
Teaching
gonna
them that
teach
shit.
them because this thing. A woman gonna teach her daughter to be her.
Two. What?
A woman
Just
is
same
gonna
thing
teach-
with
a
men
man.
do too. Yeah.
He gonna
But
teach your daughter, and then that's another thing. A single mom with a dude is kind of hard because ain't gonna lie. A lot of single moms will fuck their son's head up, and it's like, why my son don't be disrespecting women shit? Because you told him niggas ain't shit since he was 8,
yeah.
and he's a
Leave
man.
Miss Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's a
Now
man.
his
Yeah.
daddy in front of him
Yeah.
the whole
And then you
time.
tell a dude, you tell a man, young boy that dudes ain't shit, men ain't gonna be shit. You have a bunch of females around all the time, gay friends, and wonder why he feminine as fuck. You told him he won't a damn thing. So he started trying to act like you.
And them be the mothers, because I see it all the time. Them be the mothers that go out all the time, party all the time, got numerous of men coming around, girls hanging around the house, gay dudes hanging around the house, and they seeing all this shit.
Seeing all of it.
No daddy figure, no father figure whatsoever. Just, yeah.
And
wild.
that's why a lot of fathers and mothers bump heads because a lot of fathers gonna try to hold their kids accountable at an early age. Put that shit in them at an early age. And the mom usually be like, no, they're okay. No, they're okay because they feel like their adult ass is okay and the fuck should they do. I mean, and it shouldn't be like
I
that.
feel like a parent should never correct another parent, like in front of the kids. If y'all need to have that discussion in private, like, hey, you know, I thought you was a little too hard or something like that. If y'all need to have that discussion in private, that's fucking
I agree
cool.
with that 100%.
But you should never jump in front of your other significant other.
That's
while
something.
you trying
That's
to talk
something.
to your
That's
kids.
something that I had to learn. I used to do that all the time. What? I'm an honest motherfucker.
I'm working on myself too. Trust me, ain't nobody perfect.
I'm dead
Nobody
ass serious. And it's hard because, like you just said, as the dad, as the man is going to be looked at as the wrong
disciplinarian.
person. No.
Yeah,
He's
all
going to
that.
be looked at as the wrong
aggressor.
person regardless. So you want to show in the kid, like, no, I got to say this right now so they know that whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. It ain't going to matter whether you say that shit in front of them or away from them. Your black ass is the dude, nigga. You wrong. That's my mama right there, which is a fact, though. Which is when I think about it, we kind of do stick up for our women. We kind of at fault for this shit, to think about it. Because we have allowed for a long time to let them get away with all this shit, and now we don't want them to. And they're like, shit, change for
Ain't gonna lie,
what?
they kind of getting pissed off now. They like to gaslight dudes too. They as soon as you try to say something, they like to say shit like, "Oh, so you sassy?" You say, "No, bitch, I'm correcting what the fuck you doing."
Man, I heard somebody say sassy the other day. See, we grew up in a different time. You know what I mean?
I ain't heard that shit in a minute.
Yeah, called me sassy, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? It mean a little something
you
different
sassy.
now. I'm like, wait a minute.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck you mean sassy? What the
To
fuck?
make you think.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what the fuck what you mean?
So that man sassy.
But shit too. That's how I know they ain't really on the side of the motherfuckers because the moment a nigga do something outside of the female expectations, so you a gay now? You must be gay something because you ain't. What the fuck that mean?
Because a nigga do yoga. You know what I mean? Like,
Say, damn, bitch, I got a
what's
bad
that
back.
other, what's that other thing that's be called? Because I did it this year. It's another form of yoga, but you're not actually doing no bending
Pilates?
and doing all that shit. You
Is it
actually
called
breathing.
Pilates?
It's more with your breathing. And I did that.
I know
this
it's like
year.
a breather
I
exercise. I
forgot
know
the
exactly
name
what
of
you're
it,
talking about.
but it's like a breathing
Like a
exercise.
breather. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And
Meditation.
it tell you like your parts of your body, like your
Meditation?
your press the parts of your body you work on and stuff like that. That gives energy and gives you more
Sound dope.
energy. It's more about energy and breathing.
Sound
and all
dope.
that.
Sound like I need to
I
try
did
it.
that shit before. Yeah, this year.
It's hard. It's hard for me to meditate.
But
I must
yoga,
got
I just
ADHD or
couldn't
some
get
shit.
into
I
it.
try to be quiet. I'm like, man, I got to do something.
That's because your ass can't say crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, I've been 6'3". I've been 6'3" since middle school.
Like, leg like an
man,
elephant
we
trunk.
in middle school. Like, I'm just goddamn trying to. I'm like, man, my legs don't work like that. What you talking about? Put your legs like this, nigga. Shut the fuck up. My legs don't bend like that.
That man body is supposed to flex like that. Yeah, I agree.
Real shit, man. But we gonna go to a. Can we go to a break? We're gonna go to a break and get into what we got on the list.
Yes,
today.
sir.
Oh, this. I'm saying the fuck up. Now I mean, this that Jank Rocket. Now I mean, they just dropped this shit. This shit fire. Really. This is a King's Dream. This band right there. This is cool.
Welcome back to King's Table. let's say the drug game, like motherfuckers selling drugs. If you were to make right now, just drug dealing was legal, they literally have made $1 million conglomerate businesses. That shit corporate now. These gamers, it lets you know they have some form of intelligence.
Right.
They was able to do all this shit. This shit is
That's
legal.
why I believe that every time there's a medical, what you call them, motherfucking dispensaries that pop up on the corner in the neighborhoods in the cities where it's legal, I believe they should give back to that neighborhood because all you did was steal this man's business plan. Take his corner where he was making that same money that you making, locked him the fuck up, and took his block. That's all you did.
They should have jumped on that.
A legal trap house.
Yeah, you just took his block. He was already doing that.
That's just like Walgreens,
Yeah.
CVS, all them trap
Legal
houses.
trap house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the government handing out crack pipes like, here you go.
That one I get.
Mm-hmm.
Not
I didn't get that one.
you know.
I did.
Nah.
I get the having clean shit. They was gonna smoke it. They didn't give them the crack. They was gonna smoke it.
This might sound a little fucked
Regardless.
up. When are we gonna start, you know?
Give them some clean shit before they don't
okay.
die.
When we gonna start being, how humans always were? You gotta let nature take its course sometimes.
No.
That's how we be fucking up. That's how we be
No.
fucking up.
It's like they were gonna use it regardless. So that's just like the lady at the church or something that's go down Church Street or some shit where all the prostitutes and stuff is at. She handing out clean needles. She want them to get off the street. But they're gonna shoot up. At least I can do is make sure they have clean needles. So
If you say, they going down to the corner giving out lady condoms, I might not.
yes, you're gonna give them condoms too. But we were
needles?
talking about the fact
I'm
of
about to say, but
drugs.
no.
They was gonna use it
I heard about that
regardless.
shit.
I mean, they were, but at the end of the day, it's just like, you ain't about to enable that.
You're not enabling it.
Okay.
You're not enabling. You're making sure that whether you gave it to them or not. Whether let's say if you never came through there and gave them a clean needle, there was still a needle on the ground they was gonna use. They was gonna use it regardless. So all I'm doing is saying, hey, here's a clean one, fam. I want you to stop. Hey, the church doors is open. We got a shelter in the back. Woo, 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 woo. I want you to come and get off the street, but don't pick up that dirty shit. At least here. At least take this for I can at least see you tomorrow to give you another opportunity to get off the street. But if you die tonight, I can't see you tomorrow. It's a difference. It's a difference, man. I'm
So
telling
you
you.
think it's wrong that they giving out needles?
I think it's enabling.
Basically feeding them. Basically.
It's
It's not.
feeding.
Even if they're not giving them drugs, they still helping the process.
How? They was gonna get it
Yeah.
anyways. They was gonna get high that night.
But I see where you come from. Let nature take
I'm about
its
to say,
course.
because this is the thing.
Don't give them the shit to help them.
I'm about to say,
do that
you
shit.
didn't
Let
help
just
them
fall,
do
let
it.
them break
You
it
didn't
down.
help
You
them
did
do it.
help them do it. You just gave them something new. Here's the thing. You
No,
let's say,
you didn't help
let's
them do
say,
it. They was gonna do it regardless.
If she gives them a clean needle, right?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna shoot up anyway.
They were gonna shoot up anyway.
Right.
Clean or dirty.
Check this out. They're gonna shoot up. I guarantee they gonna got friends, and they all gonna shoot up, and the needle gonna get dirty anyway. Guarantee they gonna save that same ass needle and still use that bitch again. You ain't helped shit. You just gave them more needles.
No, the whole,
That's what you said.
yeah, but the whole idea of it is, if I can keep you alive, die, possibly I can save you tomorrow. That's the whole idea. You get what I'm saying? It's not to try to help you later on. I mean, because if you
So what you
continue,
mean by nature takes its course?
he just said let him die.
Because
Nah.
you can't keep,
Because
just
this
you
the
basically
thing.
keep feeding the fire. Just
You
let
go-
the fire
you
burn
keep
out.
feeding the
Just
fire.
let it burn
I
out.
said-
See,
I
that's-
feel where you're coming from.
Grew up around dope fiends, man.
Yeah, me too.
And I know for a fact that what they say is not truly who they are.
Oh, I know.
I mean, so it's like they're great people with a lot of. I can keep them alive today, and hopefully be able to show their talents in the world. I'd rather them potential that they have. Now, I mean, if you just say let nature take this course, then they die out. They could have been the person that possibly. They can be the one that come through and clean all this shit up. But if you just let them die, then
It ain't really let them die. It's either you. I've been this is the thing.
The
Like you said,
crackheads.
regardless, either you gonna change for
The
you,
crackheads. Ain't no such thing as you gonna change for you.
then
You're keeping them alive. They was going to use it, whether that shit was a needle, whether it was the dirty needle, whether they found a soda. This is what it was, like, regardless. But at the same time, hey, I would rather you be here because clean up a person. You got to know crackheads and because they want to. They will sit there and cry, and you be like, damn, these motherfuckers don't mean that. They a crackhead. No, they really mean that. They don't even want to take it. Their body will get hurt. Their body was sick. Their bones were hurt without that shit. Like,
enabling is enabling, regardless of the fact. Because if you, this is the thing, if you were to,
I get what you're saying about
because regardless, they can put that needle in there, like I said, we're talking about fentanyl, they can put that needle in there and die anyway.
true shit.
They can put that in there.
And, but it's a
That's what I said.
it's a double-edged
the
sword,
only
though.
way, really the only way, if people really,
because we don't make
Come
it.
back on these,
They
you
didn't
get
make
caught
it.
with it.
The
Yeah, all
drug
that
dealer that sold it didn't make it. Stop it, but
mandatory.
that's big
That's
money.
crazy now. I noticed
Like,
that too. Everything rehab now.
I know, I feel like
But
you should go directly
To
to
rehab.
fucking rehab.
Yeah.
Whatever sentence that they was gonna give you there,
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
because the thing, after 5 years, that person got a better chance.
Shit, after a year, you should be clean to be
Mhm.
smoke.
But I said, you give them 5 years, and I say, if you actually turn that place into a way that they can literally get out of that rehab and go on, because they just got out of rehab and put them on the street, they don't.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, I get what you're saying, but that's more talking about fantasy land.
It's not
If
bad.
if you're living in America, you know that drugs will forever be a thing
Oh yeah, most definitely.
because that's American. The bigger picture is the government and the military, and what funds the military is our black ass sweat, our black ass labor, and drugs. They bring that shit here, and who they give it to? The niggas. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
forever gonna be a
Because
thing.
our army literally guards drug fields.
Yes.
That's the craziest shit ever. A lot of people don't like talking about. Our army literally goes overseas. They stand right in front of the motherfucking plants. Like, no, y'all better not smoke our drugs, goddamn. Like the cartel.
Now we do have some type of power because if we got involved with the dealers that's getting it from the government, because after they use them up, they lock them up and call them kingpins.
Yeah.
Like they wasn't blind directly from you. Know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we got directly with them, be like, yo, we don't want that shit. Y'all, let's just stop bringing this shit here. Let them give it to their people. I guarantee it to stop. Then they're not gonna kill all white people, and you're not gonna see white neighborhoods all of a sudden get graffiti filled and look like a slums, because that's what comes with trucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just is what they're not gonna see that. Not gonna see that, and they don't want that either, at all.
That's why that motherfucking opioid crisis happened, and that shit was motherfucking.
You see,
That's
the
why all
signs.
these damn these clinics and shit out here and all this shit trying to get people help and shit like that. They didn't start doing shit like that to drug court and all that shit until drugs started hitting the white suburban community.
Yeah.
Then they wanted to press that.
With
issue.
us, it was presidents on TV
Yeah.
saying we need to crack down.
Yeah, and
I
all
was
They
saying,
that.
was coming
I
through the
don't
neighborhood
really
with
know
buses
if I
and locking
feel-
up
I
dudes
don't
by
feel too much sympathy for a young crackhead. Old ones, yeah. Young ones, no.
I do.
I don't.
I do.
I feel the reason why I don't is because my thing is
You had too many examples.
too many examples. Old people they did not know.
Yeah, but at the same time, I know that a child is a child, and their mind is not developed around 25, 26 if you're a man, a little bit earlier than that if you're a woman, and peer pressure is a motherfucker. And if you could be with your friend, first time you smoke weed, you time you drank liquor, was you probably with your friends or whatever you did, whatever. And peer pressure is a motherfucker. And that first time they took that hit, they were with their friends trying to be cool because they're not developed all the way. And now they hooked on phonics. And they want it now.
It's no
I've
it's
seen
no
too
way
many
I could,
people-
there's no way I could look at 100 examples and still say fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, that's you, though.
No,
I
okay,
mean,
okay, that's just like right now. Let's say
we know people are different.
you okay. Let's
I lived
say-
around it, I've
no,
never
no,
tried none of
no,
that.
check this out. Let's just say
That's how I
this
feel
is something
about it.
different. Let's just say you know that chick got AIDS or some shit.
Well, damn.
You know for a fact she got AIDS. All your homeboys say, yo, you gotta go run a train on this bitch. The year you like, nah, I ain't gonna do that shit. They call you pussy. You still gonna go put your shit in off of peer pressure.
Now, okay, like you just said, I know that she does. Me personally, I won't do it. But the reason peer pressure is real, because the rest of them still did it.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
called.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
The
and
rest
you
of
know
them
something?
still went and did it.
That is when survival
So now that
of
is
the
let's-
fittest is a thing. Because at the end of the day,
Let it.
because that's why be sometimes
That's
nature
real
take
shit,
its course
though.
because
Yeah,
it's thing.
you're right.
When
If
you
that-
protect
but if you,
stupidity,
that's a slippery slope. Because if you do that, if you continue to be like, no, let things happen the way it happened, and things happen the way it happened, you're gonna start to ripple shit down, and you gonna have a lot of white folks saying, well, shit, fuck y'all complaining for? Survival of the fittest out this motherfucker. What the fuck y'all complaining about? We got an upper leg, we got an upper leg. Fuck you talking about? Like, if wrong is wrong and right is right, and that shit is just not right.
it's not right.
To be having, if you have, like you said, we were talking about the needle.
Mhm.
You know they getting high, fam, and you know that dirty needles kill them. Give them a clean one. They was gonna do it regardless. You're not enabling. They was gonna do it. You didn't buy it. You didn't give them the money. You got it. How they got it, that's beyond your reach. But they was gonna do it regardless. The least you can do is make sure they live. Well, at least try to make sure they live.
It's like somebody want me to stop smoking and give me a roll up.
You got a fair point.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah, all right, yeah,
but,
right.
but that doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
It's two different things. It does not kill you. I mean, that weed ain't gonna take you out. They can put that motherfucker in them and die before they even push
I mean,
that
no.
button.
If I want to get so high, I ain't got no money to get it, so I want to go out there and get me a soda can and motherfucking tote up my bud like that and fuck around, suck some bullshit in, I could die.
Duh, see, you talking about
No, ain't no,
one
ain't
in a
no
millionth
fucking-
chance.
No, that's
We're
some
talking
real
about
shit.
people that get it, one in a million chance, but you're talking about neighborhoods that you can walk down the motherfucking block and
That is
step
true.
over fucking.
Needles.
You know what I'm saying? There's a difference.
I still don't see like it's not helping us, but it is no real way to help.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a double-edged sword. Now, I mean, because if you don't, they still gonna get high.
So you can't help, period. So you basically saying in that case, just give
You know what I'm
them
saying?
something
You
clean.
might as well give them something clean. You can't. What else can you do? They was gonna get high. They was gonna do it. The least you can do is like, let's just try to make sure they
Can't say
stay
you're a
alive,
homeless
man.
person. Just give them a blanket.
Give them a blanket.
Can't
Give
buy
a coat.
Can't put all of them in the shelter. Just give them a
Look,
blanket.
can't stop all the shooting, so just give them guns.
What?
Same principle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't.
Give them guns.
Yeah, real shit.
Damn.
Yeah, make you think. That was some, yeah.
I mean, but.
Yeah, it make you think too. Real shit. That's probably how they thinking too.
But it's
Because the thing about it is,
Shit
like you
crazy,
said, there's a
man.
lot of shootings in the hood. But if you gave every nigga in the hood, it would not lessen.
But we didn't give ourselves the guns.
I
But we
think-
didn't.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't give
I
ourselves
think
the
it would,
drugs
too.
either.
Just imagine everybody in the hood had a gun.
I think we all shoot.
I think the violence
But-
would drop too, because everybody would respect everybody
No, they
more.
wouldn't.
Because I think
Oh,
so.
yes, they would.
I think
Oh,
so.
yes, they
When
would.
you know everybody's strapped,
Yes, you would.
and you don't have that advantage.
Motherfuckers would
you don't know who how.
Motherfuckers
feeling
is
like
not
what.
that gangster.
Yeah,
This is
ain't
not a
nobody
movie.
gonna do that. Yeah.
Motherfuckers like to go shoot
I
up
think
shit. They
they'll
don't
die
think
down
motherfuckers
and
gonna
hold up.
shoot back, fucking back. When they think that motherfuckers gonna shoot back,
Yeah, that's how I look
they
at
gonna
it.
think twice about
Yeah.
that shit. Bullshit. They'll think twice. Quick, fast. For real, for real.
Surprise, surprise, it's all about who passed.
Yeah. We were supposed to talk about happiness versus material things, but we already did, so I didn't even bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
We already hit on that. Know what I mean? So, yeah, this has been a crazy ass episode. Hope y'all stick around. Know what I mean, and this is just we're trying something that we just changed over our station and everything. Now we're the Beltway Radio and beyond. I mean, 495. Know what I mean? So we try. So I mean, we got some technical difficulties, but hopefully next week we come in here, we good. So don't, know what I mean, drop your subscription and none of that. And if you do, fuck it. Know what I mean, we'll get some more. Just being real. But yeah, we're gonna get up out of here, man. And y'all go check this track out. This your boy, City, King's Dream. You know what I mean? We're gonna get up out of here, man. That was good shit though. We got